Try making too woke be a cancelable offense. It's important for America to have a center-left party, and for that party to be competitive. And a good first step toward that goal would be to make the voters not want to punch you in the face. The reason I'm so mad at the Democrats is because as a voter, the issues that were important to me were democracy and the environment. And now, there's no one to champion or defend either of them because you, with your aggressively anti-common sense agenda and shitty exclusionary attitude, blew it. You lost everything.
Bill Maher has stirred up the woke crowd again, and their reactions are wild. They can't handle the fact that Kamala Harris lost to Donald Trump, and the excuses are piling up. But Maher, a leftist himself, just dropped a hard truth that sent them into chaos. Get ready for political commentary that will shake things up. Let's jump in.
Message to the losers. Losers, look in the mirror. No? Well, maybe you should. Sorry. Well, that's my feeling. Losers, look in the mirror, okay? You know, yeah. I mean, for months, Democrats have been saying, how is this even close? And they're right, it wasn't.
And that message threw the woke crowd into chaos. Instead of admitting mistakes, they blamed Russia, the media, voters, anyone but themselves. They expected Maher to play along, but he told them to quit whining and face the truth. Then came his bold punchline that didn't just upset them. It blew the whole debate wide open, sparking a massive online meltdown.
Could not conceive of a second Trump term, but they should have. When does America ever turn down second? I mean, come on. Look, this is just the facts. It's just the facts. Trump won all the swings, all 7. I mean, he ran the table. Trump won so big. Today he called the Secretary of State in Georgia, and he asked him to lose him 11,000.
I get why Bill Maher rattles so many leftists. Nothing stings more than being roasted by one of your own. They expect him to follow the late-night routine, bash Trump, toss in cheap shots, and recycle punchlines like the other hosts. But Maher's different. He's not here to wave team flags. He hunts hypocrisy. And when he turns that fire on Democrats, the hits are so brutal they leave his own side scrambling for excuses.
No, he has an amazing coalition. He kept the old crowd that likes him. He got a lot of new voters. He got a lot of people who say, they just want to see what he'll do. I call this the get the cat high vote.
Maher revealed one of Trump's biggest advantages, keeping his loyal base while steadily winning over new voters, something the Democrats couldn't match. By Biden's second year, nearly half his supporters had walked away, including big names like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. Even RFK Jr. split after losing faith in the left's increasingly radical agenda. Maher's point was clear. Trump grew his support while Democrats pushed theirs away.
Better, like in every demographic. The exit poll said he grabbed 52% of white women. He also got their votes. Yeah. We're going to keep doing jokes here, okay? Right? Both sides, right to the end.
Trump winning 52% of the white female vote is striking, given the left's non-stop scandals aimed at taking him down. They filled courtrooms with accusers, turned trials into media circuses, and broadcast every detail hoping to ruin him. But when it was over, Trump walked out with court wins. And, to his critics' shock, the support of a majority of white women voters. The story they tried to write collapsed, and voters penned their own.
Completely lost the ability to speak truth to bullshit. The Democratic polling firm Blueprint told Democrats months ago that black voters, aka their supposedly liberal base, were more likely to find the president too liberal than too conservative. They also found that voters didn't just want Harris to distance herself from Biden, they wanted her to distance herself from what they believe the entire Democratic Party has become, a Portlandia sketch.
While Trump gained ground with white women, Kamala Harris was losing support among black voters, a group Democrats long assumed was firmly in their corner. The left's deep dive into woke politics pushed aside priorities like jobs, safety, and education. Instead, they focused on pandering to LGBTQ activists, clashing with values held in many black communities. Rather than listen and engage, Harris's team lectured and imposed ideals, a move that backfired, fueling frustration and signaling that black support was no longer guaranteed.
Threw the environment under the bus to win the fracking vote in Pennsylvania and the automobile vote in Michigan, and then didn't win either. At the presidential debate, environment came up once, and Kamala used the opportunity to brag that we've increased domestic gas production to historic levels. And Trump, of course, called Mother Nature a childless cat lady. And now we're back to that, because the Democrat lost. So good luck to us and enjoy the impossible lobster.
And that.
No spin, no sugarcoating. What you see with Trump is what you get. He doesn't hide behind political jargon or poll-tested sound bites. You might not like what he says, but you always know where he stands. No fake promises, no masked betrayals. Just raw, unfiltered transparency. In a world of stage politics, that's rare. Kamala Harris offered the opposite. Vague, shifting messages tailored to each audience, avoiding clear stances on big issues. Her speeches were full of fluff but empty on substance, leaving people with nothing to hold on to.
Making too woke be a cancelable offense. It's important for America to have a center-left party, and for that party to be competitive. And a good first step toward that goal would be to make the voters not want to punch you in the face.
Maher
is right. The Democrats must break free from the chokehold of woke politics if they want to win again. Letting fringe progressive ideas dominate has pushed away everyday Americans who just want common-sense answers, not lectures. People care about the economy, jobs, safety, and stability, not Twitter trends or endless identity politics. This constant virtue signaling doesn't inspire, it irritates. If Democrats refocused on real issues instead of woke posturing, they might stand a real chance against Trump's political machine.
I will conclude by saying the reason I'm so mad at the Democrats is because as a voter, the issues that were important to me were democracy and the environment. And now, there's no one to champion or defend either of them because you, with your aggressively anti-common sense agenda and shitty exclusionary attitude, blew it. You lost everything. House, Senate, White House, Supreme Court, and left us completely unprotected and ready to be violated. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!
The Democrats have alienated much of their own base with an agenda that seems to reject common sense. While the economy struggled, prices soaring, wages stagnant, they focused on gender policies for minors instead of tackling inflation or jobs. Internationally, America's image slipped, but the spotlight stayed on allowing biological males in women's sports and spaces, angering parents and athletes alike. Instead of uniting Americans around urgent priorities, they doubled down on divisive culture wars, putting ideology ahead of the people they were elected to serve.
Shocker that the people who see everything through the lens of race and sex see their election loss as a result of racism and sexism. Yes, if only we weren't so irredeemably unenlightened, we would have elected a black president by now. Oh, what, we did? Oh, right, and then re-elected him. Maybe you missed it because it wasn't on TikTok.
In the
end, the Democrats' 2024 loss wasn't just about Trump, it was self-inflicted. While Trump kept his base, expanded to new voters, and felt authentic, the DNC alienated key groups with vague messages, tone-deaf priorities, and a focus on woke politics. Kamala Harris failed to inspire trust, offering safe platitudes instead of clear stances. By obsessing over cultural battles instead of jobs, inflation, and safety, they lost support from white women and black voters alike. Even voices like Bill Maher warned them to reconnect with reality. But they didn't listen, and it cost them. If Democrats want to win next time, they need to focus on the people they're meant to serve.